Hello and good morning from my side. We'll quickly slide through the health nugget today. And I've got a microphone here. Not yet, not yet. Now it's on, isn't it? Okay. I would just like to share a health nugget with you, and I would like to talk to you about the hantavirus and other scare viruses like Ebola. They have been in the headlines recently, and I would just like to highlight a couple of things about them. It's small print, but I do not know whether you can read it. On the top left it says Ebola, and Ebola is transmitted by fruit bats. The hantavirus is transmitted by rodent urine or feces, and there are two types of hantaviruses. You've got the American type, and the one that you had on the ship lately, that is the European type. The European type is transmitted by bird droppings, and it is assumed that the guy who died, the first victim, was already infected before he got on the boat. Then you see a dengue virus is transmitted by mosquitoes. Chikungunya is also transmitted by mosquitoes, as well as the Zika virus. And there are let's move to the next list here. You've got the Marburg virus. It says there, cave-dwelling fruit bats. The red circle is not at the right place. Then the Nipah virus is transmitted from pigs or bats, and the Lassa fever is transmitted from rats. The MERS virus from camels, it originated in camels, and bird flu comes from poultry. And when you read a little bit more about this, then you will find, I found the following note here, the ones actually worth worrying about these infections in terms of pandemic potential aren't the hemorrhagic fevers, you know, those viruses that I just mentioned to you. They kill too fast and too furious. So the virus kills the victim, but dies with the victim. There is not a real epidemic or pandemic threat. The real threats are the respiratory viruses with moderate aggression that could theoretically mutate to efficient human-to-human transmission while keeping their lethality. And you see here MERS virus and H5N1. The H5N1 is the flu, the poultry flu, the bird flu virus that is endemic in birds. It doesn't kill them, but the threat there is, should that virus jump from the animal and become infectious and lethal to man, then we would have a real problem. And the other point I would like to mention is when you look at where these viruses appear, they all appear in Africa or in Asia, with other minor exceptions. So it is a problem of poverty, it is a problem of sanitation, and it is a problem of man expanding his living space into regions that were not populated yet, and coming in contact with wild animals. I've said that already now. So the real threat, and that is what I want you to get, are not these viruses that are in the headlines. It is true, once you get them, they can be highly fatal. They have got a median fatality rate of about 50%. Once it hits you, it's a toss of a coin whether you will survive or not. But that's not our practical problem. Our real problem is this here. This is, and I read around this subject. In China, they have chicken farms that keep up to 1 million animals. And this is a biological super reactor, because in those animals you've got viruses that are multiplying and they are mutating. And the danger is, once that virus gets out of the poultry realm and jumps into the human realm and gets infective, then we've got a problem on the scale of the danger of nuclear war. And the thing is, it already happened once before. And do you know when it was that it happened before? In the Spanish flu. In the Spanish flu, one bird virus infected men, and it was a pandemic. And here you have a historic picture of what I highlighted there is Nashville, and you see on the far right you have a number of 53. So that means in Nashville they had a surplus mortality of 53%. In other figures, it meant that 2.5 of the US population died in that pandemic. And another little interesting side note I found was that, do you know when the first casualty in America died? 9/11, 1918. So 9/11 doesn't seem to be a very good date. I once read a quote, and I do not know who coined it. It says, "Modern man does not believe in God, but with a virus you chase him through the eye of a needle." But we who believe in God, we are told that there will be pestilences, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And another quote here from the Great Controversy, it says, "The world see the very class whom they have mocked and derided, desired to exterminate pass unharmed through pestilence, tempest, and earthquake. He who is to the transgressor of his law a devouring fire is to his people a safe pavilion." And what I want to do is, I do not want to scare you, because fear is a very negative emotion. Don't be scared, be prepared. And we prepare ourselves by following health laws and by trusting God. And I would like to read Psalm 91 here with you. "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in whom I will trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings thou shalt trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh unto thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked." May God bless you in His discipleship, obeying His health laws, His moral laws, and Be prepared instead of scared. Thank you very much.